CHRP, Margaret Ngu. I'm the acting CEO, Hrmpeb. I am a certified human resource professional. I have a master's in business administration, human resources option. I have a bachelor of education in arts. I also have a higher national diploma in human resource management. Hrmpeb is a state corporation formed by HRMP Act number 52 of 2012 with the mandate of developing HR curriculum, examining and certifying human resource professionals. Hrmpeb is accredited by regulatory authority like the Kenya National Qualifications Authority to offer programs like CHRP, CBET certificate, and diploma. The board has 9 members. 4 are from IHRM, Institute of Human Resource Management. Then we have 1 board member representing the Kenya National Examinations Council, another one representing the Council for University Education, another one representing the Ministry of Public Service, and another one presenting the Attorney General. The Secretariat is headed by the CEO. Below the CEO, we have managers, then principal officers, then senior officers, and then assistants. And there are 22 in number, including the CEO.
My name is CHRP, Rebecca Murithi. I am the Principal Human Resource and Administration Officer at Hrmpeb. I am a holder of MBA in Corporate Management, and my degree is in HR, and I am a certified human resource professional, and that's why I own the title CHRP. I remember on Wednesday, 9th November 2016, that is when the CHRP curriculum was launched at KICC, and immediately we opened the doors for Hrmpeb offices at Cardinal Otunga Annex, first floor, and we started with 2 members of staff. That is the interim CEO, Mr. Samson Osero, and myself, and we were seconded from IHRM, that is the Institute of Human Resource Management, and immediately we started getting the inquiries from the professionals, because basically IHRM had done a bit of sensitization to the members whom we had targeted to be our students. So immediately they came and we were able to register them. And in July 2017, we were able to hold our first examinations, CHRP examinations, and we were able to examine 216 candidates. Just like any other new organization, when you are starting, you need the office space, and IHRM made sure that we have the office space that is at Cardinal Otunga Annex, and they also made sure that we have the tools so that we could start off the board. And even with that, they ensured that they had the contracted professionals who were able to help us administer the examinations because of the setting and administration of the examinations. So they played a very key role, and even to ensure that we are comfortable, bearing in mind we were very few staff, as I mentioned earlier, we were 2, and even to make sure that we are set and have the office and the environment that we needed to ensure that we run effectively.
The board is headed by the chairperson, who is appointed by Institute of Human Resource Management to oversee the activities of the board, and the CEO is the secretary to the board. And for the secretariat is headed by the CEO, supported by the managers and the rest of the team. And the board is the oversight authority that makes decisions, and then the secretariat implement those decisions.
It has been a very interesting journey to see the board grow from where we were from 2017 to date. I would say that when we started, we didn't have policies in place. And actually, when I look back today, we have 16 policies that have been approved and published, and that is a great milestone. And even the staff, I remember when we started as 2 members of staff, and today we are at 23, I can confidently say that we have really grown, and also even the numbers of the candidates and the students registration, we have really grown. And when you look at even the programs, because when we started, we just started with CHRP curriculum, and then where we are today, we have the CPED programs. We are here with even the short courses that are almost underway, and therefore it has been very, very interesting. And even holding the history of the board, I can say that we have really grown, and actually I can see that we are headed in the right direction, because even the staff who are here, the culture that was created of teamwork, because we all have the unity of purpose. So I would say that everyone, we have incorporated all the staff, and everyone is exactly know where we are going, because when they come, we onboard them, and we ensure that we tell them exactly who we are and what we are expected to do. And with that, for them even to integrate and come on board, it has been so easy, and therefore we are somewhere, and actually we are headed in the right direction. Just like any other organization, when you're starting, there are challenges that come along, and one I would say is even the budget. The constraint of the budget was there, and also we didn't have even the systems in place, because when we started, I remember we were registering students manually, and therefore I would say that we had that challenge of manual, because now even sometimes when you didn't want to get some information, it was quite hard, but at least now that has been sorted. We have the systems in place, and also the staff. When you do not have enough manpower, then the workload is too much, meaning that we had to work for extra hours, and with that, I would say that sometimes we would get burnout, but today we are somewhere. And also with having no policies in place, so it was hard to know exactly where are we supposed to do. We didn't have the SOPs, so that we are guided from this step, you go the other way, but at least now with that, we have sorted that as the board.
We offer our flagship program, which is Certified Human Resource Professional, CHRP, since 2017. Then from November 2023, we have rolled out the CBET certificate and CBET diploma in human resource management. And very soon we are going to have the short courses and RPL, that is recognition of prior learning.
In technical colleges, CBC have already commenced and is going by the name CBET. And we have those 2 programs, the diploma and the certificate. Now currently, the minimum qualification for one to join the diploma program is a C+, and the minimum grade to join a certificate course is a D or a D+. Even those with the D can. And then if someone want to join the diploma program, then this person must have done some certificate course in any related business course, and probably examined by a body recognized in the country. And the qualifications of being registered as a student in our CHRP program is a minimum of a C+, and then if you have scored less or below C+, then we need to demonstrate to us that you have progressed, like you have taken a diploma in a business-related course. Then you now qualify to join our CHRP program.
The board has responded to the needs of the clients, so we have taken our services to the grassroots through the online student portal. So therefore, an applicant or aspiring to apply and undertake our programs, that is the Certified Human Resource Professional, or the CBET Diploma in Human Resource, or the Certificate in Human Resource, all they need to do is just log into our website, that is www.hrmpeb.or.ke. On the website, one will get the link to the student portal. So you log into the student portal, you create an account. Once you create an account, you'll be redirected to your portal homepage, where you'll find the list of the programs that we offer, and then you'll be redirected. So you select a course of your choice, and then the rest is a simple step-by-step process whereby you'll be required to key in your biodata and attach all your testimonials, which is basically academic qualifications or professional qualifications.
After the student has been registered, then again, you submit to us the papers, the academic papers that you have pursued over the years. Then we look at your papers and we see the units that you can be exempted, and we exempt up to a maximum of 9 units. In the CHRP program, we have 19 units and 9 are exemptable, meaning that you only sit for 10 units.
Equally the same, one will log into the student portal. There is an option where one is required to apply for exemptions, feed in the data that is required and the documents, and within a day or 3 to 7 working days, one receives feedback. From that point, then the student is fully registered and they're the bona fide students of the board. Then one proceeds to either the training institution of their choice for training. Alternatively, we also have the private study option, where one will be able to study and at the end of the day do an exam as a private candidate.
We started the CBET examination last year in November, where we had an initial student population or candidates of 16, but then the program is growing very well. Just in April, we recorded over 100 students sitting for the CBET diploma and certificate course. And when we were starting, we were only in one examination center, that is here in Nairobi, and specifically at Kabete. But within a span of those 3 months, we have been able to go all the way to the coast, and we had our examination in Coast National Polytechnic. Then we also went to Kakamega, and in particular at Sigalagala National Polytechnic. So the April exams were done in those 3 examination centers.
A student logs into the student portal in their account. They find the option of examination booking. Then they're required to key in their data, their training institution or their mode of study, whether private or institutional-based candidate, the type of examinations they want to sit for, whether online or physical, and the examination center they wish to sit the exam from. They key in all this data, and the last point of it is to make payment, and it's significant to note that all our payment processes are done through the eCitizen platform. So the payments are made through the eCitizen on the student portal. So then once the student books for examinations and the booking is processed, they are able to get access to their personal examination timetable or authority to sit for examinations. And then sit for exam when the time comes for exam sitting. Then after that, we process the examinations results, which we also release through the student portal. But this one is, we release results through the student portal for the CHRP students. However, for the CBET, that is the certificate and diploma, because they are purely class-based, the results are released through their training institutions. And then the students are able to download their results through the portal again. And then lastly, once a student completes the program, they are also able to apply for certification. Commonly, most people refer it to graduation, but here we refer it to certification, considering that this is a professional program. So by certification, I mean they are able to apply to be cleared and to be officially certified as HR professionals. So in a nutshell, the online process, the ERP process, enables our clients and also us as an institution to digitize our processes and be able not to require our clients to come here physically. So all the process from admission to exit of the students is done on the student portal, including the payments.
Substantively, I am manager, test development. Like I have said, the core mandate of this organization has to do with the curriculum, the examining and the certification. And so once we have the curriculum, then we do exams. It is the test development department that does the exams, looks at the curriculum and the areas of competence that the HR professionals are supposed to have. And then based on that curriculum, we develop tools for testing. They are scientific tools, so I may not be able to explain them here, but we use tools to do the test items. The test items are done by experts from the academia and even from the industry. Once they do the test items, then we constitute panels to moderate those items, and the panels are all inclusive. I'm saying from the academia and from the industry, from the consultants. They form panels that go through the items again to ensure that items are not just testing knowledge, but they are testing the competencies that are required by the market out there. Once the panels have done their work, then we invite other consultants again to do what we call quality checking and proofreading. So they do a lot of addition of value there, addition of improving the quality, so that by the time the exams now go to the department that administers them, then I like saying that it is well cooked. It's from a good kitchen with a very good recipe.
These examinations comes to our offices. We engage professionals to come and mark the examinations. Then after that, we analyze, we present the results to the board. The board officially releases the examinations. Then again, after the examinations have been released, we check to see the students who have completed the series and who are qualified to be certified. We make sure that they meet the criteria. Then we gazette them. Then after gazetting them, we certify them in a colorful ceremony where we give them a copy of the Kenya Gazette where they have been gazetted, and then we also give them a transcript and a certificate.
The board has also won several awards for excellence, like the ICS award for educational institutions, like this one. The board has also introduced the CBET in line with the requirements of the government, the CBET curriculum, which I think is the first professional body to introduce that. And very soon, like I have said, we already have an RPL policy, and we are working on that.
We started certifying in the year 2020. And certifying means that this HR professional has met the professional qualification to practice as a HR. And certification involves a gazettement after the student has met all the criteria, and then this candidate now is allowed to use the title CHRP, or they become Certified Human Resource Professionals, in brackets K, or in Kenya, and they can be allowed to practice locally and also globally. Now, from the time HRMPEB was started, we have been able to successfully certify over 3,000 CHRP professionals.
Many organizations who are advertising for HR professionals today, they require you to have a CHRP, and therefore it's another feather to your professionalism.
As most of the organizations, we have a strategic plan which runs for 5 years. We've had 2 strategic plans since the organization started. The first strategic plan was developed in 2020, and it was to start working in 2020 up to the year 2025. Before we implemented that strategic plan, it was revised because we had new guidelines to develop new strategic plan. It started working in 2023 up to 2027. This strategic plan actually, it has been costed to 1.5 billion, and definitely we can't get this money at once. We have to go outside the box so that we can be able to mobilize resources in order to bridge the gap of 650 million. This strategic plan will be implemented by using the annual work plans, which will be developed by each department to make sure that each year, the targets for each year are implemented according to the plans which have been prepared. Currently, we are implementing our second performance contract, whereby we have to sign a performance contract between our board and the parent ministry. The performance contract actually is linked to the strategic plan, whereby for you to know that you've implemented the strategic plan fully, you have to sign a performance contract whereby you develop the targets in each year. You set the targets yourself, and they are vetted by the mother ministry, and at the end of each year you shall be evaluated on the targets that you set.
The main challenges probably for this institution is that it's not a very old institution or professional examinations board. In the market, we are competing with some examinations boards that have been there since 1968. Us, we just came on board in 2017, so we are quite small. We don't have all the infrastructure that would require, but we have appealed to the government, and the government has listened to us to at least provide us with one-off infrastructure so that we can have the kind of infrastructure that other examinations board have. The other issue has been small numbers. We usually, every examination series, we examine about 1,400 candidates, while you find some examinations bodies examining thousands, and therefore the economies of scale are not very good for us. But we are on an upward trajectory, and we want to say that our strength is that since we are the only HR professional examinations body, then we expect that in a few years, then numbers will not be a problem for us. We want to go regional. We already have an MOU with a university in Rwanda. That's just the beginning. We want to go to Southern Sudan, and we actually want to go global. We also want to go technology with our exams, so that we can even have exams on requests we acquired technology such that if a candidate even wants an exam like now, so long as they can be able to pay for the costs, we give that exam. We are also going short courses certification so that if people in HR have other qualifications and they feel like, for example, they just want to be certified in HR analytics, for instance, then we will have a short course for that, which will be administered by an institution or even a consultant, and then we certify and we give the certificate. We are also going RPL, recognition of prior learning. The government last month launched the national RPL policy. We do have an internal RPL policy here, and we are happy that since the government launched the RPL policy, then we have the confidence now to go RPL. So by next year, we expect that some of the professionals out there in the industry can be able to get certification through recognition of prior learning.
My name is Beatrice Odera. I'm the Quality Assurance and Accreditation Officer. The department deals with accreditation and quality assurance matters. As you are aware, the board has 3 mandates to develop curricula, to examine and to certify HR professionals. To accomplish this, the board needs the support of training institutions that come in to train the students on their behalf. The board has accredited a total of 57 institutions for the CHRP, and the institutions are spread across the country. We have 3 institutions outside Kenya. They are located in Rwanda. For the CBET, we've accredited 10 institutions, which majorly include the Kenya Coast National Polytechnic, the Kabete National Polytechnic, the Sigalagala National Polytechnic, Eldoret National Polytechnic, amongst other institutions. The process of accreditation is very simple. The first thing is the institution that is interested in our programs, they just log into our website at www.hrmpeb.or.ke. Then we have the application forms on the website. Once they download the forms, they fill the forms and attach the required documents, and then they submit the forms to the board with the application fee of 10,000 per program. For instance, if they are applying for CHRP, they pay 10,000. If they want both the CHRP and the CBET, they pay 20,000 for the application. After that, the board reviews their application and schedule an inspection to the institution. After that, we give them a report, either if they have passed or they are not meeting the standards. Then from there, the board gives them the certificate of accreditation to offer our programs.
I would like to encourage all the diploma holders, especially who have done our NEC exams and those who have done our CBET diploma, to come now and register for our CHRP. Especially those who have done our diploma, we have 9 units that will now be exempted in the CHRP program. Now, at some point, I was wondering the difference between academic qualification and professional qualifications. Now, if you take a diploma, if you take a bachelor's, if you take master's, if you take PhD, that is now what we call academic qualification. But now when you do CHRP, then this is the professional qualification. So you are welcome to come and register. If you have ever aspired to practice as a HR professional in this country or even beyond the country, then our program CHRP will give you the professional qualification.
We encourage more students to come on board to undertake our CBET programs. And then lastly is just to emphasize the need for HR certification, that through the examinations board, that persons who are certified by the examinations board the examinations offered by the board is fully recognized, considering that this is the only certification body in Kenya that has the mandate through an act of parliament to certify HR professionals. And for that reason, we encourage the Form 4 leavers, those wishing to undertake the professional course in HR, but do not have the minimum entry requirements for entry to CHRP to pick up or to enroll for the CBET program, that is a certificate or diploma. Kindly reach out to us. We are available to assist and to guide you in your HR professional journey.
For our stakeholders, we engage them through different platforms, our social media platforms, but all in all, we engage our stakeholders through virtual stakeholder engagement meetings, that is the webinars. We also engage them through one-on-ones when they come to our offices, and also through surveys just to know what they would like and the feedback they give us. For Hrmpeb corporate branding and image, we've incorporated a lot of things. And first of all, we did a full logo, the government emblem, because we are a government institution. We want to be known out there as a body mandated by government to do what they are doing. We have a Hrmpeb brand manual. In this manual, it gives us how we do our branding when it comes to how we do our diaries, our booklets, and each and everything that we have at Hrmpeb and how we do it. We have a magazine that we do annually. It's called the Tribune magazine. We have 2 issues. The first issue came out in 2022, July, and the next issue, which is the second issue about online exams, came out in 2023 March. Then last but not least, we have the newsletter, which is a monthly newsletter we use to communicate to our students. This newsletter has been there, and there are 8 issues of the newsletter, which we started in August, and we have the latest one in April. We invite all our stakeholders to our offices at Upper Hill, Mwalimu Towers, 1st floor, or you can reach us at info@hrmpeb.or.ke, or reach us at www.or.ke, that is our website, or our contact numbers 0710 560 560 or 0799 016 630. So all our stakeholders, all our students, and everyone else is welcome at Hrmpeb.